everybody, and welcome in. My name is Yolanda Roos, and this is your channel of facilitated light, well-being, messages that reach you when they need to. Grab a cup of tea, a drink. We'll have a quick little message for you. These messages come out when I feel drawn to do it. Today we're going to do some oracle cards first to see if there's a underlying message, something that you need to know. The full moon was a little crazy for everybody. There are transitions happening. I feel like there's an abundance of energy and hustle bustle going on, and it's not like there's so much that you can't do it. It just seems like there's just kind of everything like coming in at the same time in your mind, and your brain is like trying to process everything. That's the energy I've been getting. The Schumann resonance has been literally like sending in so much energy. The earth, her heartbeat, and it's a frequency, it's like electromagnetic energy that emits off, which is a negative ion. And her energy, as she receives, she sends out. But if she doesn't send anything out, she kind of sends out an energy which also purges and helps you to clean and open up your portals. So you have chakras and energy portals within your body. There's the sacral, which is the base, and if you want to read on it, it's a great way to see if there's something that's blocked or things that are happening to you. It may be that there's a block or an issue or something that you didn't deal with, or there's trauma that's seated in that area. So that might be for somebody. Maybe there's someone that's just trying to figure out what's going on emotionally, physically in their body. It can come out physically too. So right now, as that earth energy is pushing out, because we've been receiving a lot of solar energy. We had a major solar flare that came through. That's why I live in the North Country. I live in the mountains, and it's been like very warm, and it should be starting to go down to cooler temperatures. It has not, and it's been raining because there's wildfires up in Canada. So somehow I feel like the air is being warm and it's being pushed down, and it's kind of messing with the jet streams a little bit, because where I live, I'm on the Canadian jet stream. I live in the upper part, like I'm almost to Canada. I could see Canada when I come off my mountain. So if you are living in an area that's near the fires, or like where your jet stream is affected by it, it's going to affect you physically, mentally. You're breathing different things, you are experiencing different things, your weather patterns are changing. The normal things that you are used to experiencing in your body, like my flowers are about 3 weeks ahead of time, 2-3 weeks. The goldenrod is already out, and it's just the beginning of August right now. So I feel like things are preparing, or things are wonky because there's so much energy or different things that are happening. We usually get our rainfall in the fall, and it's causing things to blossom and do that normally are not supposed to be there. I even saw monarchs that were popping out of their things in July. So the reason I say this is that all the things around you environmentally affect you, and when everything is coming out earlier or quicker, or it's being overstimulated, that's the energy I'm getting. It's that things are all being like coming at you at the same time. And I think in nature, that's what's happening. My apple trees are loaded. They're so heavy, they're making the branches hang down, but they're still small. They're little apples, but it's like the solar energy that's coming in is like kind of, I don't want to say overgrowing or making certain things happen, overstimulating, okay? Because I see it in the plants. I see it, like I had blooms on my plants like more than they were supposed to through the year. My violets keep blooming, and they sit in direct sunlight, but they still get the sunlight. So I really think with us, I'm correlating it. It's just my thought. I feel like there's things that are overstimulating us because there's a lot of things that are coming in, and we're being exposed to this electromagnetic energy that's coming from the sky, electromagnetic energy that's coming from the earth. Electricity, because everything runs on electricity, is already in our plane and moving through. I live in the mountains. for a specific reason. I live here because the energy is diffused. If you live in the plains or you live in a flat area, your energy as it goes across the earth becomes very, very intense because it's not banging into anything to make it like restart again. So when you get hit by that energy, I would say if you live in a more non-city flat area, you could be feeling a little extra tired. If you live in a city, you're still going to feel tired because you still have all that negative charged energy coming up from the earth. You have positive energy coming from your electricity. You have extra energy coming in from the sun, extra energy from everybody's cell phones, and so it's almost like if you don't live in the woods or you don't live in the mountains, you might be a little exasperated or just a lot going on or feeling like overcharged. And when you become overcharged, you almost become hyper and tired at the same time, which don't go well together. I think it just fries your brains out a little bit. So maybe you're dealing with that. And I don't know, I was just led to say that. So maybe there's somebody out there that just needs to understand that it's not going to stay like this. It's going to calm down. It's going to level out. But we're also in a very transitional time. So I would just give yourself a little grace. Make sure you're resting. Make sure you're drinking your fluids. Make sure you're eating decent. If you can rest and you feel like you can take a nap, that's great. I would say don't over exasperate yourself by doing like the energy that just came in is, I know you want to make a to-do list, but just do what you can do as you can do it. Because when you make the to-do list, what I'm seeing is that you get frustrated with yourself, or there's so many, this is the energy, there's like so much that we want to do and either not enough time or energy to do it. And then everybody's talking to you, expecting things from you. And I really feel like this energy that's been going on is just a very busy, and it's not hectic, it's just going. And I think we've kind of not been going for a while, and it's been a little still, and we're amping up, I think, to get back into a normal excuse me, rhythm. This is my mug when I went to south of the border. And by the way, it's still running. I don't know. It had a fire, but let's see what we have in the cards. Excuse me. So maybe you're having allergies. The ragweed is out much quicker. This channel is not just about tarot. It's about you. It's about environmental things. It's about awareness. Okay, so the enlightenment and the things that I talk about are science-based, woo-woo based. What's going on? What could be affecting you? Because I want you to realize sometimes we go through things and we're out there by ourselves. And I'm not saying like alone. We just don't understand why we're dealing with things. And sometimes there are just outside things we have to deal with that could be just playing a part in our life. So I come on and I just talk to you about all different kinds of things. If I talk to you about health, if I talk about whatever, there is somebody that's going to find this message and go, maybe I should consider that. That's what this channel is made for. If you like the channel, go ahead and subscribe. It's great. It grows the channel. It lets other people see the information. If you just want to watch the videos, that's great too, because I'm here to help you. I'm not here about making money. I do this in my extra time to be a helping hand to humanity. That's why I came here. I came here to be a healer of the heart, and that's what I try to do. So guys, I hope that you're enjoying the content. If you have any comments, questions, anything, definitely post and I will get back to you if you have any questions. Your first card out. This is from, in case you like it, the Sacred Force Oracle. This one says owl spirit and wisdom. So maybe at this time we're requiring or we're going to be receiving wisdom. I feel like she looks like she's pondering or like, yeah, I know what you're doing type of energy. She doesn't look stressed. She looks, because having knowledge and having wisdom is two different things. Wisdom is like learned knowledge. Like you've understood it, you've experienced it, you've gone through it. And then knowledge is just like, you know the stuff, but you maybe don't understand it or you haven't applied it. Wisdom is usually from going through it, Been there, done that. So maybe there's some things that you're going through or things that you're understanding or seeing in this moment because you have wisdom. Alice could be significant. Red isn't, I'm drawn to her dress. She's got a feather in her hair. So maybe this is wisdom from your ancestors that could be coming in. You know, pay attention to your dreams and things that you are experiencing in the subconscious realm. When you dream, you are not protected or in that mind ego paradigm. When you dream, you are in the ego free zone. You are dealing with the subconscious, the open mind. It's kind of like the part that travels, the astral travel and stuff like that. So your dreams will give you the real clue to what's happening in your everyday life or what's happening in your mind that you're not aware of. So if you're dreaming a certain dream over and over again, take a peek mentally and say, how do I feel? What keeps happening? What is this? And start analyzing the dream. Are there colors? Are there feelings? Are there, like, you feel anxious? I have dreams when I'm anxious or my chemicals are changing, like through my cycle or whatever. I have dreams about being a waitress and not being able to find the cups. Like, it's in my dream, whatever it is, whether I'm looking for a cup or a pencil or whatever. If I cannot find it, I keep looking and looking and like, or there's broken this or there's not that, or I can't. When I wake up, they're anxiety dreams because we all have chemical changes in our body. We all have things that over exasperate us, and it'll be the situation that makes you feel the most anxiety or like you want something but you just can't grab it. So my dream, I always know, oh, my chemicals are moving and my anxieties bother me, and I will try to do things to calm my mind. Like, I always take a shower and I usually get clean before I do a reading. For some reason, after I've cleaned and I've asked the universe to like cleanse me of other energies and to just wash my body, because water is so therapeutical. If you can get in any kind of water, even your shower. I do it in my shower. I don't have a tub. I wish I had a tub. You need to be clean and you need to be refreshed. And that's when I get drawn to do my videos. So you usually see me in wet hair because that's when I'm like, okay, I'm clean, I'm refreshed. I want to come and talk to my people, talk to the collective, because I do readings for the collective. If you like individual readings, I do personal readings, but I read for the collective, which is everybody that's living this experience in this human body and this dimension. There are many dimensions and many levels. Okay, what message do you have? This is from the Unshakable Inner Peace Oracle cards. This one I picked up one time online. Just when I find cards, they find me. When I'm supposed to buy them, they find me. I have a lot of tarot cards and oracle cards, but they're my passion, so I make excuses. They're all good. Do we have a card for the collective, for their higher good? Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, Most High, Monad Energy. Protect us while we get this message. So we've got wisdom coming in, or wisdom that could be coming in, maybe like from ancestors, or using your wisdom. Oh, okay, maybe there's more. Make sure you're using the wisdom and the things you've acquired and learned through trial and error in this moment. Like maybe this is a moment where not tested, but like a situation in your life could be presenting itself and you need to just use your own discernment and wisdom that you have acquired from life, and they're just checking to see how you're doing. I don't know, that could pertain to somebody. So your card that you got is Soul Alignment. It's time for radical change. How can you show up for yourself in ways that you never have before? Yes, we are upgrading, we're integrating the energy that's coming in from the earth, the frequency, the Schumann resonance is sending in gobs and gabs of white, new, beautiful, upgrading light. If you are struggling to let go of stuff, if you are not wanting to change or you are resisting it, it is going to cause anxiety, brain fog. It's going to over exasperate you because you almost are like holding on and it's shoving more energy. It's kind of like the bottle is full, and the point of putting new energy and then release energy, putting in energy, releasing energy, if you're not releasing it, it's like the pot's gonna blow up, okay? So it's gonna make you feel a little exasperated. So there's an alignment coming, And it's for your soul. It's for your growth. It's for vibrational moving up. It's meant to expand you, grow you, and make you feel better, because we're holding on to, some of us are really struggling to let go of the old paradigm, and we're holding on to the old energy, the old ego, how we're supposed to do things, what we're supposed to do. We're some of us are just stuck, and it's human. Like, you are not the only one. I'm spiritual, and I really do a lot of work. And I think I'm struggling with it because I'm a very rooted, routine type of person. And when you go change my routine, it's like, it throws me all off. And I'm like, no, I don't. Like, my kids would try to change my phone. I'm like, no, don't touch my phone. I have it a certain way. Please stop. And I am learning, we all are learning, that change is coming. New things are coming. We can't do things like we used to. The earth is changing. The governments, the money, how people are perceived, how we treat people, how we don't treat people. We are changing and evolving. And I'm hoping for the positive and moving up. So right now, this card is asking you, what can you do to calm yourself? What can you do to help yourself to align? What can you do to allow you to be open? This new energy is coming in, regardless of whether you want it or not. So it's time to, like, it's kind of like, they just showed me my closet. Let's see how we can blanket this. I love clothing. I admit it. I love clothing. I love design and clothing and earrings and all the stuff that go, and it's not a woman thing. I'm an artist, so I love to create. I see my closet full of all this stuff, and I'm getting ready to do a purge of my closet. Not because I don't like the stuff, not because I feel like I have too much. No, something has told me it's time to clean out and start fresh. Maybe people need my clothing. Maybe someone needs an inspiration. I don't know what it is, but I just listen to what the spirit guides and the angels, my downloads. It's time to clean out my closet and start from scratch. And I think it's a part of the change. If you feel like you need to clean out your closets, clean out your bathroom, clean out the kitchen. Like, I realized too, my husband and I are in a transition from being a family to now just a couple. And we're going to clean out our kitchen cabinets. And I looked at my clothes, and my husband said the same thing, and I didn't even prompt it. He's like, I got to clean out that stuff. I've been holding the stuff. So maybe there's something, or possessions, or ways of thinking that you need to start purging, because this energy is going to keep coming in with the new energy, and it's going to eventually, whether you like it or not, it's going to purge out what can't fit in there. Because it's kind of like, if there's something in the bottom and you keep pouring it out, eventually, but you don't want to lose the good stuff. You want to keep the good stuff. So if you can purge out the things that you no longer need, that no longer serve you. I know you love that outfit from 1987, but it doesn't fit you, or it's not, you've had old energy in it. Clothing holds energy. Guys, we wear the clothing. If there's been a traumatic time, and I think that's what I'm being led for mine, it's time to get, I've just went and like buying new things, and I didn't spend a lot. It's just that I felt this need that I needed a new set of clothing or new things. So I don't know if in my field I'm clearing out energy through my clothing, or ways I was thinking when I wore it, or what happened when I wore it, or just the world is just saying, you know, everybody collective, it's time for something new. So that is part of the message, purging out what you don't need, something new. Don't feel bad if you want to buy new clothes, because I also lost some weight, and it wasn't really about that, because my clothing still fits me. Some of it doesn't, you know. But when I said something about passing out clothing, I had my friends and some people, they were excited, you know. Yeah, I'll take some stuff. So maybe my clothing and my energy that's good in my clothing, maybe it's being brought to somewhere else. Or, you know, the powers that be are like, okay, Lani, you don't need that many pairs of pants, or you don't need that many shirts, or, you know, I really want you to start not having so much in your closet. Or, this is the part I'm hoping, we need you to make room, because there's really cool stuff that you need to get. Now, I don't know if that's true, but I clean out and then I buy new. But I don't spend a lot, so I tell myself it's okay. I don't know if it is. It's just a funny for you to laugh at. You know, everybody's got that one thing that they buy too much of. Kind of, there's memes and they say, oh, what is something that you absolutely have too much of that you know you really shouldn't have, but it's not a big deal, but what do you have too much of? And I always have to put clothing, and now tarot cards, but I use my cards for the readings, and that part's not a rationalization. My cards inspire me, and they are tools, and different cards get pulled out at different times. I do not use the same cards all the time. That's kind of how I am on my clothing. I'm kind of like, I think I have multiple personalities when it comes to clothing, because there's a mood. My clothing is reflected by mood. I do not wear the same clothing every day. I only wear the same clothing when I work in the kitchen, because I will not make the rest of my clothes smell like grease and oil, because I work in a deli and like a quick stop. So I don't like my clothing all to smell like grease. I'd love to be in this place and wear all different kinds of stuff, but then working in the food industry, if you know, grease and things don't come out, and there's things I like that I don't want to destroy. So that was kind of off target, but you know, there's something we need to get rid of. There's something we need to cleanse. There's something we need to remove to make room for new things that need to come in. And I think that's what the main thing is. Or we have changed enough that our surroundings or our clothing or whatever is important to us needs to change. Or we're being drawn to change without even knowing why. Like if you just want to purge things out, it just might be you want to get the old energy, like we said, or you really just need something new. This is Law of Positivity deck. This is that one. In case any of you like these decks, it gives you a picture of it. What message do you have for the collective? And sometimes this is how I read. I apologize. I just talk with what happens and comes out, because that's how the spirits work with me. They just have me talk about things, whatever comes to my mind. And generally speaking, it will resonate or hit with some of you. Take what resonates and leave. If it's not your message, I apologize. There's probably something you can get from in here regardless of what you're doing. So you got 3 cards. I bless my body with nourishing food. So yes, this was one of the things we talked about. They may just want to reiterate that eating good foods is important. Our foods are full of so many chemicals and terrible things. I don't even want to go into it. You know, eat clean, whole foods as much as possible. I know you can eat at McDonald's, Burger King once in a while, you know, but if you're eating that all the time, or you're eating processed foods all the time, it's clogging up, or it could be blocking you from like spiritual things. If you're trying to raise your vibrations, or you're trying to get your intuition and your body to feel better, you need to eat whole, clean foods. And that's like vegetables, meats. You can eat any of the normal foods, but either preparing them yourself or getting them in a place where they're not filled with preservatives, chemicals, and things that you don't need. If you eat at McDonald's and Burger King, so they're telling me to say this, okay. If you eat at McDonald's or Burger King, or a place that uses fryer oil, industrial, even at home, that's why I use my air fryer. There is a chemical that they put in that's called TBHQ. It's butane. They put this in your fryer oils and your chicken nuggets and your french fries and all the foods that have butter or fruits in them. And there's a percentage that you can have, but when they start putting it in so much stuff, it's butane. It's not good for your body. It will agitate and irritate your gut. It will cause inflammation. And I'm pretty sure we're not supposed to consume that much butane. Okay, so it's called TBHQ. MSG is in a lot of things too. I have a sensitivity, but I'm not really, that's something else. But TBHQ is not good for you. It's butane, and it's in so many of your fryer foods and so many things that we get. And because me being sensitive, I've learned more about it, because I have to be careful what I consume, because my gut is my weak point. That's my thorn in the side. I have to be very careful. It's sensitive to so many things. So if you're dealing with gut issues, sensitivity, Crohn's, any of that stuff, you can still have fryer foods, but I would get the air fryers and do the air fryer, so you're not actually cooking it in it too. Start reading your labels. Remove TBHQ as much as possible, because it will be an irritant for your gut. It's not supposed to be in your body. Not everybody's affected the same, but like if you're noticing that you're having either constipation or the runs, or you just really like you have to poop all the time, and I know this is overshare for some people, but like this is a channel of well-being also. Make sure that you are taking care of your body. Because when your body is always in an autoimmune response, which that is because you have inflammation, you cause other things to be able to happen to your body because your body's trying to heal that gut or the problem, and you open yourself up to be able to get other diseases. I think that's how we're getting fibromyalgia, cancers, different things, and it's going up because our bodies are in a state of inflammation and response to the foods and some of the products that we're putting in or on our skin. That's the other thing. Your skin is a receptor. It receives things. So the stuff that you rub on it is being absorbed into your body. So keep that in mind. If you read those labels, I don't think you know what's in those bottles of shampoo and lotions and different things that you're using. I connect with the strength and wisdom of my ancestors. Yes, they are ancestors. Remember that first card was wisdom. They keep talking about wisdom. So you either have ancestors that are trying to connect with you, help you grow, speak with you through your dreams, through whatever vessel they do. If you are growing and spiritual, and I don't say this, but if you are, what's the word? If you're open to it, if you're sensitive, your ancestors, whoever's watching this, that this resonates with, you have an ancestor or ancestors that are helping you to cleanse this stuff, to helping you to clean things out, giving you wisdom, talking to you while you're sleeping. If you get insights or wisdom and you feel like, oh, I don't know where that came from, it's probably your ancestors with you or speaking through your guides and stuff of that nature. Yeah, she's got light ahead of her. Birds could be significant. If you see maybe peacocks or feathers, it could be, because I saw a feather on that woman's thing, maybe feathers are significant. If you see feathers, it could be that your ancestors are trying to let you know, or your past loved ones, your grandma, your aunt, your dad, whatever, they're trying to tell you, I'm here with you, I'm protecting you, I'm guiding you. When I heal, the world heals. Yes. That's what we're going through. This is a stage. This is the major thing that's happening. And this is why I tell you, if you've watched my channel and if you're new here, listen, because this is very important. Everything that you do to heal yourself is blown out into the world. So everything that you do to damage yourself is blown out into the world. So as we heal ourselves, stop worrying about everybody else. Stop worrying about their problems. You pray for them, love them, come alongside of them. It's none of your business. It's not your problem. You worry about what you're doing. And as you raise your vibration and you heal the broken pieces in you, you will vibrate at a high enough frequency that when you are in people's area, your energy that comes off of you. We have an aura. That's science, baby, not woo-woo. We have an aura and we have an energy field. And as you grow and you raise your frequency and you're healing those broken pieces, because we all have broken pieces, okay? Nobody's immune to it. Everybody gets hurt. Everybody's been through this, that, whatever. As you go through and you heal, and you acknowledge that what you've done, what other people's have done, and you do something to grow and heal and accept it and let it be and remove it from your life and try to live an authentic, true life and try to be receiving of the good stuff and try to remove the bad things, the things that hinder you, the things that hurt you, the things that make you yell at people. I mean, listen, when you get frustrated, you say things because you're upset. That's why I said you project out when you're hurting and you'll hurt other people. Heal yourself and you will heal the world. That is the most beautiful thing we can do. And as you heal yourself and your surroundings, people see it. Even if you don't say a word, they're gonna see that you're changing, that you're growing. Some people will be happy and some people will be very agitated, like, oh, I can't control that person, or oh, who do they think they are, and don't worry about it. You live you. You be happy with you. And if they have a problem and they're projecting onto you, this is the biggest thing I'm hearing. Don't take everything so personal. Sometimes it's not you at all. It's somebody else. They are dealing with things. They are hurting. And I think we also need to understand we don't all have our shit together, okay? And there are a lot of people that are trying, but they're struggling. And when you add your little comments or you get mad or whatever, it just makes it worse. It makes it worse on you. It makes it worse on them. And sometimes they know what they're dealing with. They know what the struggle is. They know what they're dealing with, and they don't know how to fix it, or they don't know how to share it, or they're feeling stuck. They're feeling guilty. They're feeling like less than they're supposed to. I watched the Barbie movie. I don't usually do that, but Magnus was here. My grandson was here. And it was talking about no matter what you do, you can't be this, you can't be that. But it was also like change is happening. And they were going to try to put it back to the way it was. And they're like, no, change is important. You should be changing. You should be growing. You should be adapting. And I think that's where we're struggling, because we can't go back to the way things were ever, because we're not going to be able. I became spiritual in a more woo-woo tarot way probably about 6 or 7 years ago, maybe more. I've always been spiritual because I went to church, but I really had a connection to God. Not necessarily churches totally. I liked the church because you go to church, you see people, but the spirituality of it, it's contagious. It grows you, but everybody's on a different path. Everybody's on a different thing. And I think that we have to understand that not everybody's going to be where we are. And we have to be graceful with people. We have to love them, come alongside of them, help people grow. You know, instead of worrying about telling people what to do, we should just love them. You know, they're going to see your change. That's what they used to say when I was in church, but that was a different thing. But like, you're going to see the change in somebody by the fruits of their labor, they would say, because you can tell how people act. So I hope that you guys are growing and allowing the change to happen and accepting change. And the Barbie movie is more or less just was like a reminder that we can't go back to what we used to be. We have to be new. We have to be willing to change and grow and expand instead of trying to keep everything the same. Like they're like, no, we don't want to go back to that. They wanted it to be, because they showed like a different perspective. So if you're a woman and you're feeling under the weather and feeling a little beat down, the Barbie movie might inspire you a little bit. But if you're a guy and you still got a lot of ego in you, it might be like, oh, this is stupid. You're not going to get the point. So maybe if somebody needs to watch the Barbie movie, I don't know. We'll see. That's how they send things to me. All right, so this one is forgive, release. It is time to release and heal. Yep. They're just confirming. Just a yes. We want you to heal. We want you to release what you're holding on to. Stop holding things that no longer serve you. And that could be pain and anger and bitterness. Just let that stuff go. Do you know how much damage it's causing you? You have to let it go. You don't have to put that person back in your life. You don't have to. We've talked about this. You don't have to do any of that. But you have to release it. And you have to not let it be that thing that rules, controls, hinders, and hurts you. Seraphim, guardians, awakener, purity. Yeah, there's people with you. So there's two things, and I feel like this is what they just told me. I'm seeing that your guardians are here to help you usher in the change, to help you to see the things that you need to release, the things that you could have so much better in your life. Okay, so we're just going to pull a tarot card. What is the advice for the collective? What is the advice for the collective? We're just going to pull a tarot card or see what pops. What is the advice for the collective in reference to releasing, using wisdom, their ancestors helping them to get to that next level? I feel like grandma's coming alongside of you to kind of kick you in the butt, keep you going, or to give you a big hug if you're struggling. You know, whatever's needed, your ancestors. I think I'm going to pull these two. All right. So your first one is Knight of Cups. Somebody coming in to offer a cup of love. Yeah, I think your ancestors, either you need to offer, because remember, this is collective. So it's you receiving or you giving. And I think we need to start offering a cup of love, offering help, offering love in the form of, you could be romantic, but I really think this is more in the focus of a helping hand, kind word. Hey, can I help you with something? Or I'm here if you need to talk, a cup of tea, you know, you get it. It's offering something of yourself to somebody, or receiving, or you could be struggling and this is going to be a cup of love that's coming towards you to help you. So be receptive of it. I feel like the advice for the people that need the help is that don't think that you have to do everything on your own. It's okay. Let some people in, let somebody help you and come alongside of you. The next one is Ten of Swords. That tells me, don't give up, babies. It's almost done. You have done the work. This is a card in the tarot where the person's laying on the ground and they have like 10 swords in their back and they're just like flat out in the dirt. If you're in the dirt, it's okay, because the only way is up. Okay, so there are things that you've been dealing with. Know that your trials and tribulations are coming to an end. You can help to expedite it by removing the things that don't serve you, by looking at life in a different way, a different perspective, coming alongside of people and maybe helping, because as you help others, the universe helps you. So be open to loving on people, to coming alongside, to forgiving people. Like I said, you don't have to put them back in your life, but it's releasing that hold on you. But you might be able to rectify things. Maybe you're just holding on to something and you're just so used to doing things a certain way. And I just got also, if you're dealing with people that live a different life from you, that you don't understand, being open to the newness of a new life, a new perspective, new ways of being that you are not used to, and you've been told that that's wrong, or that you don't understand them. So if you don't understand them, there's got to be something wrong with that person. That's a different message for somebody. Be open to loving everybody, being there to support people in their transitions in their life, if they're growing up, if they're getting older, if things are changing. Go to the wisdom of the people that you love, and go to, divine, whatever you want to call it, God, love, Christ, whatever you call God. There's a supreme higher being, whether it's a being or an energy. The energy that created you will also help you to get through these trials and tribulations and the growing pains of this new energy that's coming in. So guys, I hope everything is going to be good for you and you can adjust. I'm going to get you one last finishing card. I hope this helps you to see what you need to do, or I really think what's coming into me is there's a time to change, time to remove things that don't serve you. Okay, this is your finishing card, and it's basically what we've done. You may need to release some anger at this moment. Focus on healing and recovery. Work on replacing any pain and suffering with joy and happiness. Guys, this was your message. I hope it helped you. Have a great day, and we'll be back soon.